Okay, what's up, kids? Welcome to the Yacht Podcast, Young and Dumb Podcast. Vic, and that's Manny. This is our fucking first episode. Manny, what's up?
You can't use a cuss word, but okay.
Yeah, we can. This is not a show for the kids.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you are, welcome to the Young and Dumb podcast, and we hope to have fun with you as we talk about different situations. And you're welcome to drop on our Instagram page as well as Twitter to like give your recommendation or whatever you feel that we could improve on.
That's some fucking radio shit. Yeah, but it doesn't go without saying. Yesterday when I was trying to set up the page, yeah, we kind of just started this whole thing. So, I was thinking there are some people, based on what we're gonna be talking about, there's some people that will feel, you know what? I was talking to you like 2-3 days ago. I was saying, the world, the society has become very sensitive with so many things going on. We can't make jokes anymore. Will Smith people slapping each other on the stage, shit like that. So I went on YouTube on our page, and I can't really remember what I said exactly, but like the summary of it is just narrating what the page is all about. This is not a conversation about hate. It's not a conversation about racism. We're just here talking about how we feel, and I think we're the only people that could, say the N word at the same time, talk about this other part. We're just in the middle. We're African, so we can pick from each side. So that's pretty much what we're doing.
Well, just like you said, let's have fun. Let's make memories. Let's laugh. And definitely we're going to say some things that are going to like make some people upset. Obviously, that's the way life has always been. You can never make everything perfect for every single person. You can still going to have like people criticizing you. You're going to have people that are going to love you. And you're also going to have people that are going to be in between. But at the same time, guys, it's been a crazy 2 years for the past couple of years, like staying indoor, COVID and stuff like that. And now we're out and we're just out of the house. We need to like just get out and explore. Let's have some more fun. Like it's not easy getting locked in the apartment or in the house for that long. So, just throw something. Just throw something, whatever you feel.
Do you know what we are doing right now? I feel like we are begging, like, guys, don't be mad at us. We just get a roll with the punch. You guys, just support the old thing.
Well, support. Let's see what you think. Give us an idea. Give us whatever you want to talk about. We'll definitely, we'll go through what you have and we'll see if it's something we could do or what's going to like, be kind of like sensible and, about like, just conversation wise, we need to see it and know like, okay, this is going to be something interesting to talk about. You could always reach out to us in DMs or comment sections, or our personal Instagram or, just reach out. We'll be welcome. We'll take you as a guest.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on your notifications so you know when we drop new episodes. So, let's get started.
Okay.
I think through last week and this week. Okay, so this is it. My younger brother has been trying to like get me to, run Twitter for like years now, and I just don't seem to understand how Twitter works. I know it sounds crazy, but I really don't. So last year December I started using Twitter, and now Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter. I mean, I don't understand. I don't get the point. He's the freaking richest man in the world. Why do you think he needs Twitter? I don't get it.
Well, first of all, I am not a big fan of Twitter, but I think like people have like different views about that. So what I'm just gonna say is like when you reach, you do what makes you happy.
So you
People
think
could
Twitter
be like,
makes
"Oh
him
wow,
happy?
that's dumb." People could be like, "That's dumb," but hello, it's my money. I could buy whatever I want. You ain't gonna
Makes
charge me for that.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Exactly.
I mean, Elon
Some
Musk has
people
been.
like some people get their tax refund and you see them all in like LV store, you see them in Gucci store. That's just because they have the money. If you don't have the money, you're not gonna think about it. But you have the money tucked in right there. Like the man is fucking rich. Hello.
But he's been pushing this agenda of free speech because Twitter, YouTube, all this social media has been censoring people on what you can say and stuff you can post, which I think is, in a way, I think it's right, and some other ways it's corny, it's shady in a way. So on his Twitter page, because I've been following this page for quite a while now,
Right.
he's really been pushing the whole free speech thing, and I don't get why he wants free speech. I don't buy the whole free speech stuff. I don't get it. I don't buy it.
So are you trying to say like he has like an hidden agenda that is not like letting people know? Because I feel like we all deserve to have like freedom of speech. Like we could say whatever we want.
Okay, so see it this way. If there's actually freedom of speech, it means anyone can just get on Twitter and say anything about, let's say, the gay community, say things about black people, and you can't do shit about that because it's freedom of speech.
Having freedom of speech doesn't simply mean you don't have like boundaries or you don't have like freedom of speech comes with like respect. It's just like you being like, come on, like we're raised by black mamas, like we all got like black moms. Just because you have like freedom with your mom doesn't mean like you're gonna say like some cuss word or you're gonna use like some you're gonna say some nasty shit with your mom. That's gonna lead to you getting hoops in the house, and that's fine. That's just the way we've been raised. So just being the fact that you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you have to like use it and be disrespectful to other. You could still use that freedom of speech in a kind of like rightful way and still make sense out of it, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm
But
just trying to make sense out of it.
if you're trying to respect someone, you're trying to say something, but you're censoring yourself through respect. That's not freedom of speech.
That's not freedom of speech.
No.
So I get where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, it says, if you don't have a law in a country, how can the country be organized?
Yeah, bro, it's internet.
If you
bro.
have freedom of speech without respect or without without having the thought of like how the next party or like the next person is gonna feel about what you're saying, then that's just like, oh, okay, what's going on?
But
We
what
could
do
still
you?
have freedom of speech and still, you could still say stuff and still be nice about it.
Yeah,
That's just what I want to say. Like, like it's come on, the way
I
it
get your
is.
point.
Like,
I get your point.
exactly.
But I mean, I understand where you're coming from. But what I'm trying to say is, when Twitter censored people, it's basically because of lack of respect from people.
Exactly.
People saying stuff without respecting the person that it concerns. So when you take out the censor, it means people can start saying stuff without respect. And even
Yeah.
when people start pushing for, oh, yeah, we want freedom of speech, these are people that want the space or platform to say whatever they want to say. The old white supremacy thing, the old, you know what I'm talking about. So
Well,
it means there's a platform for people to come together and push these things forward, and there's nothing anyone can do about it because freedom of speech. I mean, I'm not saying we should censor these people, and I'm not saying you shouldn't censor them. But I just
okay,
wanna.
dude, you need to pick a side.
See.
You need to pick a side. Like, where are you standing right now?
That's why I'm not doing politics, bro. Like,
Because it's just like what you're saying right now. It's just like people flying during the COVID, the old COVID pandemic of a thing, and then they're like, "Oh, make sure you make use of your mask," and then you're like, "Oh, I'm not going to use this because I don't want to use it," but you're putting other people at risk.
but
And what did the airline started doing? The airline started like banning people. Like, when you don't put this on, you're not following our rules and regulation. Those are set aside for you to respect because you fly with us, and we want to like give you the best service that you could get while flying this airline to your destination.
But
So
studies
it's like
showed.
it's like what I'm just trying to say is like every single thing in life as an outline, and you just have to follow the outline and respect the outline. I can't have someone in my apartment or in my house now, and you come in and you like, oh, well, like I'm gonna wear my shoes on your bed or what? Like, hello, that's my bed. If I don't do that, you don't have any right to do that. So you need to respect me because that's my safe sign, or that's my safe side. That's where I feel safe about.
I don't know, bro. I mean,
That's my sanctuary.
what I'm just saying is for someone like Musk to like pick up to lead the charge on free speech and such things. I feel like there's more to that. But anyways,
Okay, so I'm just gonna say what you said right now in a better way for people to understand. So what he's saying is for him to get Twitter, so buy the Twitter. So that simply means he has an hidden agenda that people don't know, and hopefully we get to know that soon.
I'm not saying eating. Yeah, that was what I said.
Exactly. So just say it the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, and we kind of like form the word "eating agenda" to like mean something bad. I'm not saying it's something bad, but I'm thinking. See, it might simply just mean that is looking for a platform to push the old SpaceX thing, the old Mars thing. So we don't know. But I'm just saying.
I don't know. I feel like this guy is a kind of like a free spirit man, and he's just kind of like he lives life the way life is. Like he's kind of like a person that you just live the moment. And I think he's trying to give everybody that kind of life and just be like, you could say whatever you have to say. You could live that moment and enjoy it without being criticized by anybody. You could say whatever you want without thinking about someone is going to judge me or like, what is this person going to think? You know what I mean? Like, social media was meant to be like a safe space for you to come out and, just have fun. But now, like cyberbullying and stuff like that, that's what's going on. And
True.
Someone needs to make a change about that. So if he's the right person to do that, well, go for it, man. I'll support him 100%.
Okay, he's the rich guy. Anyway,
I'm just trying to make sense out of it.
I understand. He bought Twitter for $44 billion. That's crazy. So,
are you more concerned about why you bought the Twitter, or are you more concerned about the money? Which of them?
I mean, that's a lot of money.
Obviously, but he has it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I
So-
guess I won this time around.
Anyway, one other thing that I forgot to like say when we started. So I've been getting this a lot. So for those of you who don't know, Manny has been my friend since college. I mean, I don't give a fuck about him, but yeah, he's my friend. But what I'm what I'm trying to say is we're African. We both studied in Nigeria. So when we go here, I've been getting this a lot that Black Americans think we don't we don't feel the same way they feel. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like we don't feel their pain. So what I'm trying to say is, so we're trying to like use this platform to be like a middleman, to like make them understand that we've lived in Africa and we've lived here in United States, and we kind of like understand how things are going and how the feel. We might not really understand like 100%, but we kind of like we perceive what they're going through. So it's one of the things we're going to be doing here. We'll be talking about comparing people's behavior. See, mainly it's going to be young people, and it's nothing serious. We just gonna,
When you say you're gonna be comparing people's behavior and stuff, that sounds like something serious, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, in a fun way, comparing
Well,
people's
obviously,
behavior in a
but
fun way.
when you made statement of like the African Americans, or like the African Americans thinking that they have like a different kind of like feeling about like Africans.
Mm-hmm.
We can't really say that, because like you don't know from their perspective, because
you're
not in their shoes, No, you don't, because you're not in.
I know because they told me.
They told you, and that's just you being like a secondary man. You're in between that conversation. They told you how they're feeling, but what I'm saying is like you don't know. What I'm saying is like you don't know how they're feeling about it. So like it's an open conversation, and like we could like talk to people, and let's see what people have about that. Let's see how they feel about that.
So are you trying to run from that?
I'm not trying to run from that. What I meant by talk to people is like let an African American person speak for himself, and let you as an African speak from your own perspective. Then you could definitely understand why they feel that way and why you feel that certain way. Because it's just like you telling me like, oh my God, like I feel your pain. I know what you're going through right now. No, you don't feel my pain. You know what I'm going through.
Yeah.
It's me. It's my situation. I should be able to explain my pain.
I don't feel your pain. I should be able to explain I don't feel your pain, but I want you to understand we have the same color. So a white person is not going to see me right now and then say, oh, you're African, or you're African American. What he's going to see right away is a black guy. So what I'm saying is I've been in some situations where they address me the way they address every black person. So that's what I'm saying that's what I meant by.
So how have you been addressed? What do you mean? Like, how have you been addressed? Can you kind of like elaborate on that?
Okay, I'm going to give you an example.
Because when you say, yeah, I'll like you to do that.
Thank you. So there was a time I went to the bank and I was going to deposit my check. So I was just wearing something casual, I was just going to the bank to drop my check and, get the hell out of there. So I went in, I saw the teller, gave the check to her, and she was looking at me. And there's something about me. I'm stupid when it comes to judging what they're thinking about me.
So it's more like you couldn't like you didn't catch the vibe. That's what you're trying to say. You didn't catch that negativity,
I
or
didn't
like that negative vibe that she's giving you.
See, I'm as stupid as when someone is looking at me. The first thing that comes to my mind is, I'm cute. That's what comes to my head.
Okay, but
that's what comes to my head.
So what made you actually think, or like when did that kick into you and be like, oh wow, this is what's going on?
So when I go to the bank, I give my check, and she deposited the check. But I checked my mobile banking. I noticed that the check is in my account, but I can't withdraw or like use the money. So I left. I'm like, okay, I just deposited the check. It might take like few days. When getting home,
yeah, that's what I would think as well.
Getting home, I checked it again, and it says this check is on hold. I'm like, what is going on? So I called the bank, and they asked me to come back to the bank. So I went back to the bank, and I was like, yo, what's going on? And then they told me to go get a letter from the person that gave me the check, to bring a letter to the bank, or to like tell the person that gave me the check to send an email showing that he gave me the check. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I met a black lady at the bank when I was like going crazy out of my mind. Like, bro, I'm depending on this money. Like, I need to pay my bills and shit. So she called me to our office, and she said, when I came in, they saw my name on the check. She saw my name on the check, and she saw the person paying the money to me, and she felt it doesn't go. I have a very crazy African name, and the person that wrote me the check, I'm not gonna say the name, but it's like a pretty white name. So she felt why would this person write this person this amount? We need to like look into it. So what is that?
Okay, well, first thing I'm gonna say, like, I don't know what bank you're making use of, but like the bank is actually meant to kind of like, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, it's, I don't know, like I got this check from someone, and if you feel like there's something going on, reach out to the person who gave me the check. Like, you have the name and information of the person who actually signed the check. So why can't you, as the bank, reach out to the person? Why do I have to reach out to the person myself?
I need the money. So I'm not gonna.
I'm just saying, like, because like I could get a gun and put it on the person's head and be like, "You're gonna send this email today, right now, because I need this money. So you're gonna send it to the bank." So like that doesn't really like make any sense to me. But like, just like I said, everybody has like different stories, and only individually could you understand your story. I can't understand what you felt at that moment.
But if you put a gun to someone's head to do that, the old shit has gone to another level. Like,
exactly, that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm saying, like, if that's fraud, definitely that's what someone could do. Like, it does happen.
But what I'm trying to say is, she knows it's not fraud. She's just trying to do that, to show like a sign of, I see you, you're black, and I'll make this hard for you.
So you felt like that's kind of like, are you trying to say like that's kind of like a racist kind of thing going on?
Yes. So okay. Are you telling me ever since you've been in the United States, you've never had any situation of racism before?
Well, I can't say no, and I can't really say no, because like I lived in LA before moving to Cleveland. So LA was still like a different game. Moving to Cleveland was different. Oh yeah, it was different, because like sometimes you go out and people look at you like a certain way, and sometimes you have your hoodie on and they be like, okay, what's going on? Sometimes you walk up to people and you see them like clutch their back so close to them and be like, okay, ma'am, I'm not about to rob you. And I've been stopped a couple of times while driving, and the first thing they're gonna be like, "Where's your driver's license?"
Don't even get me started on that.
Like, I've seen situations like that. Like, where's your driver's license? Where did you get the car from? Where are you coming from? And I always need to kind of like explain to them like, oh, I'm actually here for school, and right now I have a job here, so like I'm gonna be here longer than I thought I would be, and I don't want to change my license. Like, California is still gonna be home to me, so and it's just something I need to kind of like reinstate and kind of like explain every single time I'm being stopped by the police officer. And I'm not really gonna judge them because they're doing the job and stuff like that, but it could be a little bit kind of like too much, and it could be a little bit scary, so it's just what it is. Like, everybody got their own situations.
But on the OG African American side, we African Americans too, but like we're not the OG African Americans. So, but on the OG African American side, I think I understand what they're saying in this sense. So stuffs happen. See, I don't know. People don't want to talk about stuffs like this, but they actually happen. So if you get pulled over by a cop, the first instinct when the cop sees you is you're black, right?
Okay, yeah.
80% probability that you're African American. So he approaches you like an African American. So can I have your registration, your driver's license, shit like that. And when you go like, officer, I'm sorry, what did I do? They'll be like, they kind of like step back a little bit, like, okay, this is like an immigrant, and they don't give you that same tension. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
So what I'm just gonna say, is like like these people, they got families as well. Remember that they have people waiting for them to come home.
Are you talking about the? Are you talking about the cops?
Yes, I am.
Are you citing the cops right now?
Come,
are you citing the cops
right now? What I'm saying. Just
no. Are you citing the cops right now?
I'm trying to kind of like see from like both perspectives. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because they got families too. They got their own babies waiting for them. Like daddy's gonna come home or mommy's gonna be home in like a couple of minutes or a couple of hours, and it's just like what some black people have kind of like painted or like have done that they've seen. So they need to be up guard and be like, okay, anything could happen. I could get shot anytime. This person could be like a killer. This person could be someone else that could like harm me. So I need to be on my A game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and if you get stopped and they be like, "Hi, sir, do you know why you're being stopped?" It's just good communication. If you respond and be like, "Hey, hello, sir. My name is Dace and I'm in so place, and that's why I kind of like run the light, or that's why I kind of like made that turn when I didn't have to make it." It's all about the interaction you give to them. If you like, come on, y'all, what the fuck is going on right now? Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, this is it.
Okay, kids, you know what? I'm not saying what the cops do. What they do sometimes are not right, 70% at the time. But when you get pulled over, there's a level of respect. To your point.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's just the respect, and it's just like the respect and the communication skills you have. If you talk to them in a kind of like civilized manner, definitely they'll respect you. But when you talk to them in kind of like, the rugged way and be like, "Oh, I'm like up front and I'm ready to fight." Okay, then they'll be like, "Okay, you ready to fight? Okay, come on, bring it on."
There was a time I was talking to a friend when the old George Floyd thing happened, and we were all mad because that one was one of those crazy scenarios that it's just inhumane. And this dude is my friend, so he was talking to me about the called black people thing, and I was like, I was making the point you're making right now, and I know it's the very wrong time to say stuff like that, but I was trying to make a point to him that we've seen so many videos that a cop stops you and you just jump out of the car and you feel like that's the right time to get your phone from your pocket. Now, I'm not saying you should be killed for that. What I'm trying to say is you have just one life. And I don't want to be the one, I don't want to live my own life for like a movement of, cops are doing this, defund the cops. I don't want to use my own life for that. So,
I totally agree with you and understand what you're saying. But, like everybody got their good days, everybody got their bad days as well. For that situation with him, like, you don't know what the cops are going through. Like, it was a sad situation for the whole of America, and people would still kind of like feel bad about the situation till now. And, just like I said earlier,
I'm supporting your point. What I'm saying, I'm supporting your point. I'm saying you should try, and we all know what we're supposed to do when we get pulled over. So I'm
Right.
saying for me not to lose my life in that situation, I know stuff I'm supposed to do. I know when I get pulled over, put your hands on the wheel. If you want to reach for
That's right.
something in your glove box, let the cop know, sir, I want to get my driver's license from this place. I want to get this from that place. Let them know.
That's what I do. I'm like, sir, now I need to get my license, and I'm moving my right hand.
And, see, as crazy as that sounds, it's, to me, when people say stuff like that, it feels like we're living in fear. When you get pulled over.
I know.
And you kind of like, I'm literally having chills right now. I swear to God.
It's not like
I'm
we're
having
living in
chills
fear. It's just,
thinking about it right
it's
now.
just what it is. It's just what it is. Just call it what it is. That's how we live. Like, if I got pulled over by the police or by, like, come on, that's how I feel. I'm like, wow, anything could happen right now. Even if I'm going to be as composed as I could, it still comes to my head and be like, what if I just say the wrong thing? What if this guy is having a bad day? Like, you just never know.
That reminds me, I got pulled over one time in Chicago, downtown Chicago, and there's this lady cop. She pulled me over and she came right to me. My hands were on the wheel, stuff like that. I don't want to get shot. Please don't shoot. I didn't do that. So she came and she was like, did you know what you did? I actually knew what I did. So I said, I don't know, what did I do? Then she said,
So you just lied to the cops.
I mean, you're not gonna say yes. I know. I just ran through.
I think I met the wrong
ran through
con.
the stop sign.
Come on, you might get away with that. You never know.
I'm just like, no, officer, what did I do? And she said, I was leaving. So she was on the right lane. I was on the left lane. So she left like 2-car space between her and the next car. And
Right.
my own lane was going slow. And I was like, it's a lady cop, a little bit sexist, but I was like, it's a
Wow.
lady cop. And
Okay,
she has like
and you
too
risked
much
it and got
space.
pulled over.
I felt like she's not, even if it's a guy cop, I'm going to be like, a cop protect and serve. So there's enough space I can just, go in and keep moving. So that was what I did. And she pulled me, and she didn't even pull me over immediately. It took like 0.5 mile movement, and then she pulled me over.
Because she needs to read your license.
And then she said, do you know what you did? I was like, no. She said, you were driving recklessly back there. And I was like, I'm sorry. Then she said, can I see your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance, please? Oh, okay. Then I was grabbing the documents, and then she said, do you have any weapon that can hurt me in this car? I didn't hear what she said. I said yes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I fucking said yes. And she just she reached right to a side. I was like, what did you say, please? He said, do you have any weapon in this car, sir? I'm like,
And then it becomes more aggressive.
No. I said, no. I'm sorry, I'm African. I don't understand your accents.
Oh, now you don't want to die. You be like, I'm African. I understand what you're saying, man.
Oh my goodness. Do you know what she started? She started laughing. I said, no, I don't. Then she said, she felt the way I answered. She knew I didn't understand what she said. Not even understand. I didn't hear what she said because it was a downtown. And she was like, and I was all in my mind like, oh, I got pulled over. I'm going to get a ticket and stuff like that. I wasn't even thinking, oh, she's going to shoot me. But at the moment when she said it again and I realized I said yes, I'm like, oh, shit.
You'd be like, oh, shit, I fucked up. I fucked up real bad.
And even after I said no later, I thought she was going to go like, you know what? You said yes at first. I need to confirm you're not just recanting what you said at first. But she kind of like knew that I didn't hear what she said at first. I just said yes because I was like going, oh, fuck, she's going to give me a ticket. I said, yes. And she said, do you have a gun in this car? I'm like, oh no. I'm sorry. I don't have a gun. Yeah, I mean it's crazy, you know.
It is crazy. Like, like you just need to be careful and, just do whatever works best for you, man. I can't give you like a guideline. I could give like a guideline of like what to do and, how to interact with a cop, but
you cannot.
Exactly. I can't. I'm not. Whatever I'm gonna say, it's not gonna be accurate. Like when you got pulled over, you have like this different tension running through your mind. You have like 1,000 things running through your mind. So it's like you act according to the moment. So you just need to like chill out, take a chill pill, relax, and just go with the flow. It doesn't have to be bloody, and it doesn't have to end with a ticket.
So do you
can
think
still make it out without the ticket?
Do you think defunding the police? Oh, that reminds me. I've been pulled over many. See, in a week.
Why are you getting pulled over every single time?
I don't know. So there's something going on in Chicago, Evanston. Evanston is known for this. There are cops everywhere. Every corner you're gonna see cops everywhere. So it's like a normal thing when you get pulled over. There was this time I was driving, and sometimes Google Map do this shit that it just goes crazy on you, and you go like, what the hell is going on? What the fuck?
I know. Tell me about it.
And I was driving, and I was doing that shit like, I don't even know where I'm going. I need this map to like move through the old neighborhood. And this cop saw me, and it turned on the light. Whoop, whoop. I didn't hear. I just kept going because my music.
You didn't hear?
My music
really?
was so loud, and I didn't think I did anything wrong, bro. We were like 200 cars on the road, and he put the light on me. I'm like,
What you mean? You like 200 cars on the road? So you mean like it wasn't right behind you?
Okay.
It was like 5 cars away from you?
It was like a little bit, or maybe I just didn't know. I just didn't know. I didn't know.
Just say like you weren't really paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
Exactly.
I was paying attention on the road. I was looking at what I was doing on the road.
You were still not paying attention. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
it's
true,
okay.
True. So it used the mic. That was when I realized they have a mic. They have like a megaphone at the top of the car. And it's he called my my plate number. Like, pull over, please. Yeah. Pull over, please.
And that's even good because I ain't even know my plate number.
He did. So I pulled over, and then he came. This is the whitest person I've seen. Is so white. Is bald. Okay, that's been
offensive and racist, but it's okay. We're gonna end this right here.
Anyway,
we're gonna end this right here. So, guys,
wait, hold on. You know when you I didn't mean to say. I didn't mean to say it like that. I mean, he's white and he's like an adult, like an old white male. So there's nothing I can say at that moment that's gonna fly. So he said, "You know why I pulled you?" I don't know why they asked that stupid question. You already pulled me over. What the fuck?
It's not stupid. Me? They just want to know if you know what you did wrong.
I mean, that's not gonna stop you from giving me a ticket. You're still gonna.
It's just like you being in school and getting something wrong, and they'd be like, "You know what you did wrong right here."
So if I said yes,
like,
are you
no.
gonna,
and then they explain
right
to you
if I say yes, are you gonna mark it right? Anyway, I said no, and honestly, at that time, I didn't even know what I did wrong. And then he said, "You're operating a machine while driving your car." I'm like, my phone is right here, and I was just tapping the screen. I wasn't even holding the phone. You know, this dude didn't say a word after he said what I did. I was trying to explain to him what happened, and he just started writing me up.
And then you got how much?
I had to go to the court.
Exactly.
And the court,
just like I said earlier on.
The judge was like, "Sorry, kid."
Just like I said earlier on, like people have their good days, you have their bad days, so you never know what he was going through at that moment. But it's all good. So you guys can leave your comment section and you could add whatever you feel like you've encountered. Like, give us your experience. Let's hear from you guys. Let's see what your thoughts are, and we'll pick it up from there. It's been a nice day, and we're just excited to see what you're gonna say. And I'm still gonna be here, the one and only Manny.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That is important. You have to subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I think I'm gonna put up the old social media thing because we have to
so
put
you
them all
could
together so
follow
people
us
can
on
follow.
Twitter and Instagram, and we would appreciate that, guys. And we hope you had a nice one and enjoyed the first episode.
All right.
Thank you so much,
See you guys next time.
See y'all.